Hello everyone. Today we are here to give some general knowledge to our new employees on concrete. So basically concrete is a material which is used in building constructions, and this is the material which can be shaped in any sort of form, because first it is in different not as a solid form, but later on it becomes as solid as we want, and it is a mixture of 4 different ingredients. The basic one is cement, aggregates, and the sand, which is used in a ratio of 3:1. 3 units of sand, 2 units of aggregates, and 1 unit of cement. And water is used as per the requirement when it's mixed in the trucks or in the plant. The process of mixing depends on the requirement, what is the scale of the project, and how much is the requirement of the concrete we do need. So if it is a big one, we do it in the plant or any site, special mixing plant. Otherwise, on a very small scale, it can also be mixed as by hands. To strengthen the quality of concrete, quality control is a very necessary thing. In quality control, there are quality of materials, transportation, and the cleanliness of water, because all these combine to give the good strength. Handling is also very important in this, because when a mixture is created, after that there is a time settlement in which it should be placed on the required place, otherwise it will lose its strength. So it can be handled and transported by wheelbarrows on a small scale. On a big scale we can do it on conveyor belts, by trucks. Usually it is done by trucks, especially in Australia, because of the sites and the mixing plant distance. It is done by the truck, and there is a 4-hour rule, which is a standard one. It also depends on the atmosphere, which gives the strength to the concrete to settle. And there are few tests which are done to check the strength of the cement, and which is very necessary, because without knowing the strength of the concrete cannot be used on any of the project. Mr. QASIM is here to give you a small introduction of the strength tests.
Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Mohammed Qasim. So thanks Waleed. Before I continue test, I will just try to add some things about the handling, as we know that concrete is so very important thing in construction. So the handling is very important in terms of like the duration 4-hour rule, because the concrete should be used on construction site within 4 hours before it leaves the batching plant. And there are also limitations on the roads, like there is the maximum weight provided by Vic Roads and other transport agencies about how heavy the truck should be. So because the 4 hours, it's a very critical time, so site engineer should also consider all those things, like the traffic and other things. So the next important thing about the concrete is that the tests, we take a lot of tests to make sure that our concrete is up to standards and up to the quality. So the quality is very important, because it is also because most of the buildings are very long-term buildings for 100 years, 200 years. So the quality of concrete is the basic key in making a building as safe and as durable as we can. So slump test, it's a very basic test that is performed before the concrete leaves the assembly plant. We take 3-4 samples and we apply slump test procedures on it, and we make sure that the concrete sample is up to standards and quality. The second is strength test. That strength test determines about the strength, how the strong is, how much pressure it can handle. The water permeability test describes about the durability of the concrete. So concrete can how much the concrete should be durable. So that's it from the concrete. Thanks a lot.